I've been in catering. I used to do weddings. I was a catering sales manager for about 7 years at a resort in Maine. And from there, I went into meeting planning on the opposite end of catering. And but my passion is definitely cooking. My full-time job right now is I'm an underwriter for an insurance company, but I would love to get back into full-time cooking. So I started the cooking show about, like I said, about 2 months ago. I know a gentleman in Plymouth. His name is Tim, and he's actually the producer of the show. And he was looking for someone to do a cooking show, and I said, take me, I'll try it. So I tried it and kind of went on a very informal interview. Turned out great. So I've been doing it since then. It's all volunteer. But I'm hoping something will come out of the show. And I just started doing this with Mary Beth, and I would love to get into maybe doing some in-home chef, you know, for working families or like a date night or something like that. So maybe something will come out of it as well. Oh, and one last thing. The place I live in Hanover is a large complex. It's 55 and older, up until recently. So I did offer dinners for the elderly that live there. So I did that for a couple of years as well. So definitely love cooking. So feel free to ask any questions. We're going to make 4 things tonight. We're going to start with actually the dessert because it needs to be chilled in the refrigerator for a little bit. We're making chocolate mousse with lemon cream, whipped cream. And then the entree we're making is chicken marsala with mustard mascarpone sauce, oven roasted green beans, and couscous with cranberries and pine nuts.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go ahead and start. We're going to start right over here.
Yummy.
With the chocolate mousse. This actually is fantastic. It calls for a blender. It's really the main kitchen tool, the blender for this recipe. Not hard at all to do. So we're going to take 2 cups semi-sweet chocolate chips and put these right into the blender. We are going to take our water. We have 1.5 cups of water.
So listen, sorry, would you mind please turning off the oven? We forgot about our crab cakes. We don't need them. We don't.
I'm going to use that in just a
Oh, okay,
minute.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We'll probably have to put that in the morning.
Are the crab cakes in there?
Yeah,
Are the
they're
crab
in there.
cakes in there?
Yeah,
You want them out?
Did you can
Yeah, can you check them out? We don't have to eat them, or we can just take them out.
Yeah,
Put it on
just
the
get
way.
them out of her way, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Look what I'm doing.
Fabulous.
That was really fast. Wow.
Thank you.
Last will be first.
You don't even have to serve them, so you can throw one. All right.
Oh.
Sorry about that. I just forgot they were in there.
We're not good cooks.
Oh.
That's why you're here, Melissa.
Exactly. So we have a 1.5 cups of water. We're going to wait for that boil. In the meantime, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar and a 1/2 teaspoon of espresso, instant espresso, or instant coffee. I'm using instant coffee. This really brings out the flavor of the chocolate.
That's you crying?
Yeah. Yep. We're going to add them right in here.
While it's
And then we just want it to boil.
okay.
I'm adding 4 tablespoons. I doubled the recipe for tonight.
Okay. Usually it's like one.
Yep, actually I made menus for everyone for tonight, recipe cards at the end of the night, so I'll give you all.
So the serving, the what you're making is serve for how many?
This serves 8.
8. Okay.
Yep. We're going to save the leftover sugar because we're going to make homemade whipped cream at the end. Yeah. So we want the sugar to dissolve. That's why we want it to boil. I love these spoons. They're so cool. They sit right in the ledge of the...
Ooh.
It's Rachel, right?
Don't you love her? The spoon. Did you see that spoon that stayed? Oh, what a great idea, huh?
Yeah, they're really
So can you tell us, Melissa, if you don't mind, tell us what inspires you, like in your cooking? What made you start cooking, and
Well, I
where does your
grew up-
inspiration comes from?
Believe it or not, my parents do not enjoy cooking at all. But my grandmother, of course, loves cooking, so I grew up watching a lot of her, you know, baking and cooking in the kitchen and stuff like that. And then I love the Food Network. My favorite chef is Barefoot Contessa, so I watched her a lot. But it makes me just very at peace, and I just really, really enjoy it. And I love to make people happy when I'm making the entrees and they say, oh my goodness, this tastes fabulous. That makes me feel so good. So, yeah.
Where everybody loves to eat,
Yes.
including moi.
The sugar is not done yet. You can see right through also when
I
the
know, I
sugar's done.
didn't see that. It was cute, actually.
And this one,
You can see what it's like. A couple more minutes. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is start the whipped cream. What you're going to need for this is a lemon or a fruit grater.
Okay.
One of these little.
I've never seen that either. I'm
Yeah,
just
they sell them
learning.
at any regular Walmart or Target or
Okay.
you know, whatever. And we're just going to take the skin off here. You want about a half teaspoon of the grind. The whipped cream is really, really good, actually.
I never can make whipped cream. It always ends up flat
It can be a
or
little
just,
tricky.
yeah.
Because you have to have the peaks at a certain
Consistency's never
Yeah.
good.
It can be a little tricky.
Any tips and tricks on that?
Honestly, I'm better at cooking than I am baking.
Oh,
So I
really?
don't know a whole lot about the consistency for the whipped cream.
Okay.
We're going to trial and error.
Okay.
Probably have more than enough here.
they're hot. And you want to try one?
Make sure you don't get to the white part of the lemon because it's really, really bitter. You can see I'm just doing the outside here. I went all the way around. Okay, check on the water here. Yep, it's boiling. I'll turn this off.
Okay.